Hello and welcome to the Mexican Grand Prix here in the BBU Formula 1.
Hello
Div
and
1.
welcome. Div 1, Formula 1, BBU, F1,
All the one.
Mexico 1. Waiting for all the players to load in. Qualifying will be starting in about 10 seconds. Donkey, you and I haven't cast a race together for quite some time.
We haven't. I'm ready. I'm
Have you
hyped.
missed
I'm
me?
pumped. Well, I had a pretty big stand in there, but yes, I have.
Yeah, you did, yeah. It's going to be a big reputation to live up to, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, Chrissy really was good.
So, Mexico is a track that I'm actually a fan of. It's one I quite like. I think it offers a lot in terms of what there is to do on the track. Like sector 1 is pretty slow. Sector 2 you have your quick left-right chicanes, and then sector 3 is obviously this again back into your slow hairpins
Yeah.
and then your long pit straight. Couple of DRS zones, plenty of overtaking spots, and for me, I think the hardest part for the drivers today is going to be trying to get those overtakes done in sector 2, and following a car closely through that sector can be really difficult because obviously you get the drag as you're going through these fast corners, and I think that's where we might see somebody lose a wing. I don't know how well you remember this track.
Relatively well.
Okay, I'm sure you remember it a lot better once you've seen a lap or two.
Yeah,
It's actually a really familiar track.
it is. And it like, when I first laid eyes on it, I was like, okay, it feels like I expect I'm gonna feel like I'm driving in a triangle. When you actually drive it, it doesn't feel that way, and then it starts to feel that way again, I feel. Because
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, I'm gonna have to check my bitrate. I forgot how shit F1 is to stream.
yeah, but it's awful. Tell me about it, man.
Game's just not good to stream.
Nope, it's not. And I assume you're out. You're not out.
I'm going out now.
Is Popek a real driver? Do you know?
Popek is not a real driver, I believe. I will check weather when we come back from the lap. Just want to make sure I get out of the way of all the drivers.
And let's take
Okay.
it. That these thing is real.
Yeah. Do you want to take us through it?
Let's take us through it. And here, and you. That you just
Excuse
not
me?
right.
TV AI.
I was like, okay.
So you have this pretty fast right-hander, it's got half speed as you come in, followed by a tight left into a right as well. So it's a really aggressive start, and then you get into your second DRS zone of the track already really early. So if you follow close to those two corners, then you come down into turn 6, I believe it is. Again, it's a very slow left-hander into another sharp right-hander straight away. So you're not going to see much overtaking in this area either. You then come down to a really slow right-hander.
Which is
So
actually turn 6, by the way. I just checked.
okay.
Reference.
Yeah, if you get the speed right, you can actually get a really good line from here and get somebody coming into the fast sector 2.
Really do some good overtakes here. You're very, very, very right. As you can
Yeah.
see, the AI struggles to keep up because he just had a bad line going in where Alec had the good line coming in. And there he gets the DRS again. As he comes up to turn 12.
Yeah, and
Yes.
as I was explaining, you're coming into the grandstand now again, a lot of slow corners, not much overtaking is going to happen here. It's really narrow on the track on this part. So again, you might see somebody trying to go wide, like a line like this, so that they get a good run coming down into the home straight. And this is where they'll get DRS number 1 and probably go for any overtakes if they were looking for or anything like that.
Yes.
It's a really, really long pit straight.
Really is.
So
I believe Teriyaki is getting ready to do his hot lap.
Teriyaki is a new driver to the league. He has had a massive impact since joining in the split and is hungry for Gaben, but Gaben has really turned on the last couple of races.
But Teriyaki is here on the medium tire compound, so it's going to be an interesting strategy from him. As he comes here on the home straight into the first DRS zone. I guess it's first DRS zone, yeah.
Yep. Well, first DRS is on the home straight, I believe.
Yeah. And he gains all the speed here before he hits the speed trap out into the first turn. Hits the curb a bit there. Using every inch of the track there. Because as Alec has explained many a times, the goal is to make the corner as straight as possible. because that's where you get the speed. Ooh, a bit of lock up on his wheels as we go into turn 4 and here to turn 5. Comes down to the... I guess it's a hairpin. Not really.
Yeah, it is. I'd say it's the turn 5. I'd say it's a hairpin. It's really tight.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
It's not quite a 180, but
no, but close to.
It's probably about 160.
Yeah.
Like
He gets a good line here, but man, there's somebody after him. Who's that? Ooh, that overtakes him there. Which is expected. Like, he's on medium tires, they're on softs. They're just faster right now. There's either Altrox or Bearded, and I don't believe Bearded is driving.
I don't believe so. I'm just going to check for you now.
Yeah. And sorry, that's a 121.3.
Okay, so just getting confirmation. Crusader has sent me a message, but we're just going to take a look at what we're expecting from the weather for the qualifying today and tomorrow's race. So qualifying will be sunny throughout, so that's pretty good. Now, if we take a look at the race, it's definitely going to be dry conditions and cloudy at the beginning, but about 45 minutes in, which because we're racing 50% will be the last third of the race maybe, we're going to start to see some rain, Donkey. Rain in Mexico. It doesn't say how bad it's going to be. The clouds coming in about 20 minutes in, so maybe we'll get some heavy rain and we might see people have to switch onto inters at the end of this race.
Depending on how heavy that rain is, when it's coming in, it could be that if you have a bad pit stop or something, that you would actually have to switch onto the wet tires and could gain a benefit from that. Depending on how heavy this. Crusader takes pole here at 114.8. A second. Oh, and then Jesus at 114.428. Of course, we see Gaben here comes into the slow sector. And then he gets the DRS again. It's a cross. Down as fast as sector 2 from Gaben as he comes into turn 12. Left-hander. Right-hander man. This section is just, as you said, where the wings are gonna fly.
Yeah, it also feels really nice to race though.
It does, when it works. And Gaben takes pole 114.0, and I forgot to mention, Crispy did take a 114.2.
114.0 is really quick as well, so like it is definitely beatable, but it's a really good start. I think the optimal tires normally for this track will be like soft and mediums, and you can make them last because it's actually a pretty short circuit. The question, because a lot of people like to go mediums first, is could you start on mediums, or maybe if you're outside the top 10, start on hards and go all the way to that rain. And it's whether people want to take that risk.
That's a big risk. That right there, you're banking on you being able to catch up.
It's about staying relevant on the hard tire, and can you make up the 20-second
or
pit stop? It's not a long pit stop either in Mexico.
It's not. In Div 2, I maybe would be more inclined because the chance of the safety car there is higher.
Yeah.
Because the safety car could clock people back up again, which means that, and if people pit there, then you gain up.
Look at track position.
Yeah. Like, I think here, if you don't bank on the safety car, man, it's a hard call to do. Speaking of the hard calls here, we have Mr. Hudson here, which is also out on the medium tires, and Mancho has fitted them as well. And let's see, man. As 7 from Teriyaki still isn't bad. Most definitely isn't a bad lap on the medium tires.
No. And everybody appears to be in the pits right now.
Yeah, but Hudson is now... Okay, not now.
Mancho, Hudson, and Dave. Okay, Hudson is to start the final lap.
Yeah, and Dave just behind him.
Okay, so let's follow Hudson round and see how he attacks the circuit. He again, like I said, he's on the medium compound, so we know a couple of people like to do that, but maybe he's just doing a test lap or two and seeing how he goes from there.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 seconds.
That could also have been Teriyaki's strategy there, because he has now fitted the soft tires. Wow, Hudson takes fastest sector 1. That's interesting on those tires.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, doesn't look like he's going fast through sector 2 here at all, though. And
No.
has Dave spun out? I believe Dave just spun out. There was a yellow flag down there in the 4th, 5th, and 6th corner.
Yeah, Hodgson may just be burning some fuel. Maybe he's not. Maybe he did mean to go out on mediums. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Don't know. Let's see whether or not he goes in. But afterwards, we can take a look at Mancho, which is right now out on his hot lap on the medium tire compound. He does go into the pits here.
Yep, Hodgson is going into the pits.
Let's switch to Mancho. I apologize. As Mancho comes down to the 2nd DRS zone. Oh, and gains a lot of speed here and positions him very well positioned to get ready to take the tight corners here at the beginning of sector 2.
Okay. So somebody just messaged me about the stream being a bit jumpy. Like, yeah, I know. I apologise.
Yeah,
this game's the shit for streaming.
So if you want to mix it, you can get the audio of Alex and me for that matter, but I quote better stream quality because I've set it up more times.
Yeah.
Go to the YouTube.
Yeah, you will get a better stream quality from Donkey's stream. Also go support BBU anyway, why not?
And then we see Mancho puts a 117.8 in on the medium tires.
It's not.
It's not fast enough to be relevant.
Yeah, I think it's also. Does he gain 3 seconds on the softs? I don't see it.
Don't think so.
I don't see him gaining 3 seconds on the
But
softs.
let's see what Jesus gains here. He looks really speedy as he comes down to the 12th corner here. Some close to exceeding the track limits there. Good thing strict corner cutting wasn't on.
Thanks, Wilder. Appreciate that. Also, we're getting a bunch of new sub emotes sorted out for the stream.
Man,
I'm sure you won't be stoked with that old one of mine. Is Taria's channel up right now? Has he just started his lap? I think he has.
I think he just finished his lap. Yeah, he has done 1 lap on these tires. I think he has.
Oh, no. Wouldn't that have been his outlap then? Or does it not count the outlap?
I don't think it. I actually don't.
I'm not sure if I should restart the game. I've lowered a bunch of the settings. I could rejoin if I restart anyway, right?
I assume so.
I'm in the league, so it's not like I need an invite.
If not, I believe you have my logins.
Yeah.
And if not, I can just invite your account, right?
Also true.
I can assume so. And then we see an incident, which I assume is just Hudson. Wow. Work? Okay, I guess no. I can't switch to. Okay. Beardus has left the session. That could mean that he was here.
I don't believe he is. Normally he would join voice. He did say there's a chance he can't.
But somebody that can and keeps going is Gaben here. Man, has the fastest lap by quite a lot, I think, on this track, and he is still like, nah, I can improve.
He can go faster. The carpal tunnel's kicking in Wilder. I've done some 5 laps earlier with you, as you know, and my hands are still sore from that.
And Dave spun out again, super sad.
Just not sitting well with him this track, is it, at the moment, which is unusual.
I think fastest sector 2.
I was talking to Dave earlier on. He said he was expecting a P7, maybe P8 out of himself today. So he hasn't practiced too much.
Could he be on a wet setup?
That's something we haven't considered. With the rain coming in so late,
and Gaben takes all again, sets a new time, 113.8 13.874.
13.8, so he shaves another 2/10 off. They're clearly in the zone right now.
Man.
Yeah, with the rain coming in so late, I don't think going in a wet setup is optimal.
I don't think so either.
Hopefully with the new settings, the game should be a bit smoother on the stream now. Fingers crossed. Oh, gotta redo all my... Nope, there you go. It's still jumpy, and that just makes me so sad.
Honestly, the worst part of that is you can actually do nothing to fix it. You just look at you like, I changed settings and it affected nothing. Right? We raised the bitrate to 10,000, lowered it to 400, no, it's the same. It's like, okay, that's just not how it works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could cast Dave 2 Wilder with Dave, if that's something you're up for.
Can also be the paddock man. I really want to see Hudson set a good time here on these tires, and man, he looks speedy going through sector 2. As he comes into the slow corners there.
Yeah, man, that'll be awesome. Yeah, I'll because Quizzy messaged me saying he's kind of busy, so he can't do it, but someone will. That's cool. Yeah, we'll get you to cast with Dave then. Awesome. Speak for me, baby.
Speak.
Okay, I guess I can take you up a little. Thanks, Callum.
I can boost my own mic if
No. I can turn you up. It's just in my ears, you're not quiet. But
I don't know what the chat says, but what I heard there was...
Oh my god, stop shouting.
Could you please up the gain?
Oh, then you back down again. That was too loud.
Yeah. I'm not driving. Game is cool. I don't know who that is.
Game is cool.
I don't know who that is. I assume Bearded.
Yeah. Bearded is not driving. That is correct.
So, Hudson set a 16.5 on the medium tires. See, that, however, is a competitive time on those tires.
Yeah, it is. There goes the mark at the corner.
Like, man, I'm taking something off this track. They've stuck behind the eye there. Hate to see it. Let's hope that he manages to set a time, not that it both matters right now.
Yeah. Well...
Ooh, he does take fast to sector 2.
I would like to see Dave have a good race. No collisions, nobody drives into him, no penalties, just a nice clean race where he can get his head down.
Alex, I have to tell you now, Santa and the Tooth Fairy are not real. Neither is a clean race for Dave.
Yeah, sad.
But he does come in, man.
P7, he did say he's looking at a P8 finish. So P7 qualifying is a pretty good start. There's so many cars on track right now.
And it's so busy. Everybody's trying to get the last 40 seconds out of the session here. Even Gaben is out trying to set a faster lap. What is this?
He's probably trying to cover himself from Tarachi, right? But Tarachi's in the pits. Crispy's out, I suppose. Crispy's going to start his final lap any second now.
Let's follow Crispy around here as he gets onto the home straight here, up to the DRS. There he hits the DRS.
And Crispy, if anybody's going to knock Gaben off that top spot for qualifying, it's going to be this guy in the Haas.
Yeah.
He has a really good line. He could have went a bit wider turning in here, but he goes pretty cleanly through the first sector, just nudging those bumps with the inside of his fronts. That's fine.
He gets the second DRS zone and he goes. Man, when you see how he takes these corners, hits the grass a tiny bit there, and again, man, nah, this is not the lap to beat Gaben.
I've just checked in. It's on pretty high. I mean, I can put it higher, I guess. See if that helps.
Quizzy is apparently game is cool, and he doesn't want us to buy. But I'm thinking too much traffic, man. Dave, you still did a stellar fucking job.
Yeah, he did. Really good lines from Crispy here, going through into sector 3 now through the bandstand. A little bit exceeding the track there, but he's fine as he goes through the last right-hander coming onto the pit straight. We could see him take the top spot, but no, he comes out of it. Why did he come out of it?
I don't know. We saw Gabe drop down. We saw Hudson drop down.
His first lap time went on medium. Did you think he wanted to stay third?
Maybe he's like.
I think he wanted the track position. I think he wanted to be on that left side.
I think it was more the left side than the first position here, to be honest.
Some trickery going in from the Crispy boy.
That is a crisp strategy, some might say.
Wow. I hate you. Okay, so there you have it. Going into the race today, we're going to see Celtic Gaming first, Crusader second, Crispy third, Tarachi fourth, there's your two front rows of the grid, followed by Jesus in fifth, Quizzy sixth, Altrock seventh, Baz eighth, Reed at ninth, Crossing 10th, Popek 11th, Dave has been pushed right down to 12th, Mancha 130th, Hodgson at 14th, and I will be a non-winner this one, guys. But as per the league rules, I'm going to make sure I drive my car around to the pit before retiring and just pray that it doesn't do an outlap.
The worst thing when you try that is when you obviously have to click the menu or pause button, which means you can't drive your car, so the AI takes over. And it's like, nope, I don't want to pit now. And then it's just like... So tell your car that you want to... Tell Jeff immediately, I want to box this lap.
Yeah. But I think the AI ignores that. I've tried that, you know.
Oh, I haven't tried it. I just realized last time.
I've tried it. Yeah, I've tried it as well and it didn't work. But that 100% fixed it. Oh, the volume. Awesome. Thank you. I can try keeping it on TV pod as well when we're spectating. Maybe that'll help with the jitters, but I don't think it will. The games are honestly just trash.
Yeah.
Okay, so the recommended strategy I'm being given, you can see on my stream right now, obviously you won't catch that on the BBU stream, is soft into mediums. So we could see double pit stops coming out here. We could see people going soft into mediums or trying to make those mediums last into the wets. Or we could see people doing that with soft and hards instead.
See, I see somebody like Hudson. He could do the medium to inters.
Oh, maybe.
He is one for the lasting tires.
He's probably the best at maintaining tires on the grid, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And looks like we're waiting quite a bit for that Swedish internet there. There we go.
Okay, I need to make sure I don't get in the way of any of these cars. Yeah. I'm going to give us a rear view of the start here. Hopefully everybody gets through nice and clean. Remember, don't get much of the back of the grid right now.
But no contact so far, which is nice to see.
As we're going into 10-1 though, you see the cars lining up, trying to get the racing lines through.
Nothing.
It looks clean from the back.
And Gabe spins out, but he maintains.
They went 3 wide into 10-2, but yeah, no collisions at the back either.
So nice to see. As Crispy takes the first spot. Six pole.
Hodgson did take over Dave down the back as well, but Dave is fighting back through the tight corners. Man, if I could just have a flying camera and spectate instead of having to follow drivers, I would do this all the time. Man, so Dave and Hodgson push up really close together, going around the hairpin. Dave manages to push the spot back as well as they go through into sector 2 and the quick left and right chicanes.
With that, we see the serviceman standing, getting ready there. And
I have to slow down. This is crazy. I never have to slow down.
And there we see Gaben tries to attack. Ooh, and the pull is under. Crusader's bringing the thingy with him.
Hodgson just lost some of his wing.
Ooh.
Hodgson got some oversteer coming into the sector 3 and lost his wing.
So sad.
Is he going to pit? Yeah, Hodgson's pitting. Yeah,
Hodgson's pitting. And Gaben makes a move. He completes the overtake. Yeah, he has overtaken Crusader there. Oh, and he's just out of the yellow flag. So nice.
See what information I can get on Hodgson. He is going on to another set of mediums, so he's sticking with the medium strategy. He does get a new wing put on there as well.
And your AI is going out for that victorious lap.
Of course it is.
And we see, ooh, and there's a boy back there that went wide. That is Sariaki. So wide that Jesus in fact overtook him. Yeah, punished immediately for the mistake.
My guy didn't even do a full victory lap. Is he just stopping?
Man.
I hate this game so much.
Like, nah, I'm gonna be the biggest inconvenience I can possibly.
Look how slow it's going.
Oh, and that was the mistake from Jesus. Will Teriyaki punish it? He can't get past. He does here in the corner. He outbreaks him. But Jesus has the speed as they go. Ooh, and just there isn't any room here.
There's just no room. It's very narrow in sector 3 as we touched on. Teriyaki is right behind Jesus.
He is inside the man's gearbox.
As we do see fastest lap coming through from Gaben, but the DRS will be activated this lap as well, I believe.
It will, I believe. Yes.
It's lap 3, yeah. So
yeah.
Look at all of the sparks from the ERS.
I mean,
the
it's...
cars come blitzing down the straight. The stream seems slightly less jumpy, I guess. Apologies again, guys.
And that's good.
My car has removed itself from the track.
Nice, 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 nice.
Man, all the cars are so close. This is what we love to see. I'm gasping for a drink, but I don't want to leave.
Same. Man.
If you want to go, I can hold the fort.
Okay, cool. Where do you want the camera angle?
Let's watch the two McLarens for now.
The two McLaren. Yeah, it's on Jesus on TV pod, which is not TV pod, which is broadcast.
Okay, so
and the servicemen.
That's fine. So we'll be watching Jesus fight Crusader. The two McLarens following each other closely as they go into sector 3 here, approaching the bandstand. Salter, Gabe, and Crispy are also within 4 tenths of each other as well. Jesus does just go too tight on these corners and slides a little bit. That's going to affect his tyres going further into this race as well. So his softs may not last as long if he's treating them this badly. Gaben will get DRS onto Crispy as well. He's opening that up. Crusader going wide, also getting DRS. So there's a bit of a trade here. Jesus does go into 3rd place. Crispy holds first to Gaben though. And Teriyaki also going past Crusader. So Crusader loses 2. We said it's a very long pit straight, and he lost 2 from it. So that's really unfortunate. Gaben doesn't quite get past Crispy yet.
And I'm back here as, man, wow, is Gaben getting ready to overtake there?
Gaben didn't quite get through in the straight, but Crusader lost 2 spots to DRS.
Man,
and Teriyaki get through him. Yeah.
But Crusader is, man, he's not letting that go.
No, he's going to fight back, and he'll be getting DRS in return now, but he could be in a bit of a DRS train, as we call it, leading down from car 127. The only person not going to get it at this point is Jesus.
Yeah, you're right. Teriyaki won't either, right?
Yeah, but like I said, you'll get the speed, but it's really hard to. Yeah. You can't do anything with it.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
You can't overtake in sector 2.
And I think that's where we're gonna see the problems in Div 2 because people just gotta brake late.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the Div 2 issue. Yeah. I'm going to get a beverage. BRB.
Man. Oh shit. Man, as we go there, Gaben pushes. Gets closer and closer as they get to the end, and man, I think he's gonna make the actual attack on here on the second gears. Yeah, he gets close. He gets so close as he can. Let's get some telemetry and shit up. Yeah, that's to back it up. There he goes. And no attack there though. Interesting. Talk a bit about the tires. So it is Mancho, Davey, and Hodgson. They're all on the medium tire compound. Obviously Hodgson because he is, you know, he pitted. which is also why he is so far behind right now. Topic is trying to gain a bit of time. Altrox gaining time on Bass.
I see not much has changed.
Not much has changed. I just talked about a bit about the tires. That we can see the 3 back cars are all on the medium tires.
Yeah, but Hodgson is down an extra pit stop and losing his way
yeah,
on.
Yeah, I mentioned that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels really bad. I kind of want some kind of safety car, but without anybody crashing out, just so Hodgson can catch up.
Yeah, so he can catch up. Yeah. I talked about that Gaben has actually lost a tiny bit of time over the last lap.
Yeah, the straight line speed coming out with a horse down the pit straight is ridiculous.
Actually good. Like, I think the setup was, and Gaben looked like he wants to attack. He just actually doesn't have the speed.
Yeah, but what you will notice as well is Gaben's sitting on 60% ERS right now. Crispy is on fumes.
Yeah.
But yeah, while they're bringing up a good point in the chat, actually, Hodgson, as we know, is the guy who manages tyres.
Yeah.
And he's in open air. If he can keep pulling some time back on those mediums and go long on them, then he could just skip the pit stop, as we know.
Yeah.
That's one thing we can always hope to see from Hodgson. He likes to make things interesting in the second half of the race.
Never count him out.
Even though he counts himself out sometimes, by the way, which is weird.
Yeah, which is weird. And then we can see it again.
Right
and there he makes the move. He activates the DRS, and the ERS was what I meant. And he has passed him, well past him.
He had a really good line coming through onto the pit.
Very well. Ooh, and he makes sure he is so wide as he can't be in the corner. It makes no room for Crispy to retaliate that. Crispy will have DRS though.
Yeah. The challenge now is to get a 1 second gap. Crusader does use the DRS to go back past Teriyaki as well. But yeah, it's now can he get the 1 second gap before the same happens to him.
Ooh, he is getting close.
Yeah, Gaben is wasting no time. Like, is it possible that Gaben's being held up by Crispy? Like,
yeah, actually just couldn't get past.
Like, look at this pace.
Man. Did he get it? I am unsure. I think so as well.
Well, I don't think he's going to get it for the pit straight. Like, the pace coming out of Gaben right now is phenomenal.
Gaben has set off.
Man. This is the guy who's won every single F1 league so far here in BBU.
And he was down like 3/10, and now he's up 1.5 seconds and set the fast lap as well.
There's no surprise there from me.
Man.
117, but I mean, Crispy's still going to benefit a little bit.
Yeah, but speaking of, look what's coming behind Crispy now. Jesus goes straight fast.
But he has to go all the way around the outside to get the job done. That means you get inside for the next corner, but outside for corner number 4. And then Crispy will hold it because he'll have inside for the hairpin as well.
Great driving from Jesus there, avoiding the collision.
He gets DRS again though to follow him down. This isn't over yet. Jesus again is going to go to the outside. Crispy gives him the outside.
But that means he gets inside and then outside, and he can't get
Oh, and Crispy holds it. Absolutely fantastic defender from Crispy. This is the kind of driving we've been waiting for the last 3 races, let's be honest. Absolutely stellar driving from the guys today.
Further down the pack, we see that Dave is actually catching up to Crossy. Tiny bit, but he is catching up.
Yeah, gains are gains.
Gains are gains, especially on the mediums. He is fighting for the long run there.
He's just making sure to fully use that DRS to stay nice and close to Crispy and probably preparing this attack for this pit straight. But whilst Crispy's defending, where's that Ferrari gone?
The man had left the track.
Yeah, the rocket's vanished. Like, he was given this extra time, but Crispy had to defend the McLaren, and that's it. And
that shows you can't attack and defend at the same time.
Yeah, you just can't.
Yeah.
Crispy burning his ERS to try and keep that lead. And he holds it this time round. So.
Yeah, but man, look, his ERS is just gone. He's down on like 15%, where Crusader sits on like 65 almost.
But we've got to think pit stops are probably coming in soon.
Yeah, we're seeing 8 laps on the tires so far.
For some of these front runners, we may be looking at pit stops, and I mean, Gaben now in the open air can
Ooh,
hold on
Teriyaki
for a
takes
while.
Crusader.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He sticks the move just about.
And he does hold it. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Man, Crusader's not a happy camper right now.
No, I wouldn't be too thrilled. But again, we've seen Crusader fight for this position back before, and I think there's no doubt he'll do it again.
Yep.
These top 5 drivers they're all over each other. It's absolutely fantastic to see.
As you said before the race, this is a track that offers a bit of everything. It offers the narrowness that we see where the front runners are now, and just the long home straight with the almost double DRS zone after the speed trap.
Yeah. So you really get to see people shine in their different elements as well. You see, oh, David does pit. He did dart into the pits to switch onto mediums.
Probably wants to go mediums to inches then.
Yeah, he'll be looking to
Is
secure
my
that
guess. But Jesus takes Crispy.
Yeah, we also see Crusader going to the pits as well as Altrox. What's Crusader putting on his car?
Crusader is going on mediums as well. Yeah.
Alfie, though, opted to stay on the soft. Alfie, I believe, is an AI this race.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah. This puts Dave up in 10th, Crossy in 11th, which means Dave got past Crossy. I missed that. That is my bad. Apologies.
Yeah. So your current standings then leave Yeezus at the front, Crispy second, Teriyaki third, but those guys all still need to pit.
They need to pit. Of the cars that has pitted is right now Gaben is the first car there. Though Mancho is on medium tires and is in front of him.
Oh, Crispy going for the overtake on Yeezus. He actually
does.
At the very end of that DRS zone, can he hold coming into sector 3?
He does hold. He gets the inside line, and he gets the double inside.
Nah. Oh, he's gonna have a bit of a look, but he can't make it stick.
As you said, there's just no
They both
room.
go into the pits.
Man,
so this will give Crispy the lead coming out of the pits.
It does. Jesus does take for speeding in the pit lane, man.
No. You hate to see that.
That is so sad.
Oh.
Man, it is just... It's routine, I guess.
Oh my god.
Man, Dave, right now, 4th. Let's go.
Yeah, Teriyaki has pitted now as well as... so, with the exception of the medium runners, we will see the order of Gaben, Crispy, Crusader, Yeezus, Teriyaki, but obviously Yeezus having a 5-second penalty.
But how long can Mancho and Dave keep those tires?
Yeah, I assume Quiz is going to be pitting this lap.
I assume so as well. That's why I'm counting him out.
On these mediums, how long's... Let's see.
I don't know, Mancho hasn't really been fighting.
laps.
I think he could, and Dave as well. Dave has just trying to catch time, not really fighting, so I think he could be okay.
I think you can probably go 16.
Yeah. Ooh, and there Gaben goes past Quizzy. Super nice, he sets fast to sector 2 as well. Strength, you have missed actually a stellar race in the front of the pack here.
Yeah, it's been so much back and forth. It's
Man,
been fantastic.
Gaben was pulled, then he wasn't pulled, then it was Crispy, then Yeezus, and now Gaben up here. And some stellar fighting in the last sector there. And Mancho Dave, and as Quizzy pits here.
You see Quizzy going into the pits. Yeah. He is switching onto soft tires as well. They were blue for a minute. I got really worried.
Man, let's go.
But no, he's also opting for the soft compound. Coming down the pit straight then, we see Crispy moving past the Yeezus. What happened here?
Where?
It's now Crusader, Crispy, Yeezus in the running.
But man, Crusader, look at Crispy, man. He wants to attack. But he knows that Yeezus is right up. Ooh, and Teriyaki is right up Yeezus, man.
Yeah, so these four cars have been brought very close together through the pit stops.
Man.
Gaben managed to just leave. These four have been locked in.
Man, if Dave can stick this position, man, he's in a good one there.
What's hurting us right now is what should actually be the very front of these four cars is Hodgson on mediums.
Yeah.
That's what he should actually be directly in front of them right now, whoever that unfortunate front car. Yeah. I'd see him.
Yeah, it is going to rain strength. We will going to see rain in 10?
Maybe about lap 30, we're not sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, towards the end of the race. But yeah, I would love. Did Dave just pull out of pit?
Interesting.
Yeah, I would love to have seen Haas McLaren fight it out, but Terry actually does get past Jesus.
Does.
And now we see Crispy having a look as well at Crusader, but he doesn't opt to try and stick the move. He was too far back.
But I think it's an interesting strategy. Teriyaki is probably gonna, hey, I'm gonna burn these tires and stick them to the rain.
Yeah, I mean, we can see the shadow coming across the track now.
We don't know what Jeff has told them. If he's told them 10 minutes, then man, that's not gotta be a bad strategy there.
Yeah, Hodgson has moved up past Crossing. Will slowly be looking down.
And that's a bit of contact. No, but Crispy gets past and Teriyaki gets past. Oh, Teriyaki can't get past. Crispy's too fat, but Teriyaki got, bit of contact.
And he's gonna hold. Oh, and there's a spin.
I see that.
And I don't think there's any damage. I think Crispy comes away scot-free.
I saw something, and I don't know. Was that Dave's wing?
I don't think it was Dave's wing.
Yeah, it is. Dave has a damaged wing. Can confirm.
On the
right side.
Yeah, on the front right, yeah.
Yeah.
Really
and
lucky.
the McLaren behind him.
I think Dave planned up it. Anyway,
Yeah,
the McLaren behind him. That'll be Jesus.
Jesus behind him has a damaged left side. I don't know about Crispy though. Crispy looks fine to me.
Yeah, he didn't take any damage. He got spun and his back end hit
Man, Dave, I feel so bad for you right now.
Yeah. I wonder why he aborted that pit. Maybe he shouldn't have. Maybe he should have went out the softs for a couple of laps and had to ride out till the
maybe
rain.
he stuck to what Jeff said and Jeff was high.
Sometimes Jeff is high. Oh, that four-man car race we were having is
you know
just
what's high as
apart.
well? Oh shit! And there's Hudson's. Hudson and Crossy's was in a bit of an incident, but no damage. Will you please give me a not garbage view game?
I don't see any damage.
No damage.
Not on Hodgson anyway.
No, and nothing on Crossy as well. Yo, Crossy has a damaged left wing.
Yeah, the left side of the
left side of
damage.
That is what I tried to say.
Dave retaking Jesus as they go through into sector 3, so the Renault still fighting fit despite the slight damage to his wing.
But now it's gonna struggle. Yeah, we see him struggle immediately here in the corners. Is he gonna pit or is he gonna stick it? I think he pits. Like, yeah, he goes.
And I imagine we'll see him putting on a set of softs.
Yeah, and then burn those. Yeah.
100%. Tariashi using all of the DRS. DRS is open as well. As he tries to take the move on Crusader, he does. He gets up the inside going into turn 1.
And he
Crusader
gets
neatly slotting behind him.
Oh, he gets inside. Yeah.
Too aggressive. And that's the move done. Tariachi trying to make his way up. But what you have now, and we don't talk about Mancho too much. He's not the most talented driver here in Division 1. He can be sporadic at times, maybe even overly aggressive. But as far as number 2 drivers go, he's aware of his job.
Yeah.
And currently there's an 8-second gap to Gaben. I wouldn't be surprised if that was 9, even 9.5 by the time these drivers start to get past Mancho.
Yeah.
He will do everything in his power to hold up this grid and then give Gaben that extra lead.
100%. Man, Teriyaki is fighting there behind him, and there he tries to move past. There's nothing there.
No.
Manchu could do nothing there.
Soft tires, the
Yeah.
RS.
Oh, that wasn't part of the plan. Man, Crusader saw a gap.
Yeah.
Whee.
I mean, when you stop going for gaps that exist, you're no longer a racer, and you see that.
Oh, the rain has started.
It is up to 9 seconds now, though. So, what did Dave go on to? I assume he went on the softs.
He did. Yeah, he did. I just saw rain in sector 3.
Oh, so we could be seeing rain a bit earlier than anticipated, maybe.
And Teriyaki is on second now. And we hear the crowd cheer.
Now, anybody on those medium compounds right now, Jesus, for example, Hodgson,
Mancho,
they're going to be able to hold out until this rain kicks in, and maybe starting on the mediums is going to work out.
I think it's only sector 2 I saw drops. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mancho can quite comfortably sit in 4th place here until the rain kicks in. Suddenly he's fourth in this race.
Crispy takes Quizzy there, so that puts him in top 9. He is now. Oh, but Quizzy takes it back. What is going on there? Let's
Crispy
see.
could get it through the inside. It was just the positioning through into the
Yeah,
top chicane.
makes sense.
Speaking of people who want to get some places up before the rain kicks in, this man here in the Haas in 9th place. He will not be happy about the spin and will be fighting everything he can, tooth and nail, to get some points for Haas today.
Yeah.
They've had a couple of tough races over the Team Haas.
The YouTube stream seemed to have gone down, but is now back up.
Okay, Crusader tried to make the move, but he can't quite catch up in time to Tarachi. He tries to do the old switcheroo and get the outside, but Tarachi very clean on his racing line through the opening 310s and holds his position.
Man, look at Gabe, like he has taken off.
He got that 9-second lead. He's very comfortable right now.
Quizzy is in front of Crispy now.
What is going on today? Everybody's fighting. It's fantastic.
It's a great race right now. And it's to Gabe that Gabe's advantage that Teriyaki and Crusader are fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, it just makes his life easy. He can just cruise control.
He has tapped out. He's going to make himself a cup of coffee or something.
And Crusader was, we done a couple of practice laps earlier today. We done a 5 lap on Mexico, and Crusader had pace around here.
See that pace, like you can see here as he and where he gains the speed right now is actually in the corners, not in the straights.
Yeah, did you see it? Did you see his line go through second three there? It was really clean.
Exactly.
But can he follow Tarachi round? He's not close enough to make the move,
but
I don't think.
No, but he uses the DRS and ERS there to. He will gain momentum now, get through the corners, hopefully be able to attack on the second DRS straight.
I think you need to be around 3/10 as you're coming round onto the pit straight in order to get that move to stick.
Yeah.
Especially being that Terachi's on the tops.
Teriyaki goes wide there. But not enough for Crusader to...
It's really hard because I want to go check on the rest of the field, and I am glancing through them from time to time, but...
Yeah.
It's so hard to put my eyes away from Tarachi Crusader.
It is, but Bearded, Baz and Quizzy are relatively close to each other as well. Crispy is actually losing time right now.
Do you think he hasn't got any damage? Maybe those mediums are just feeling a bit
iffy.
Not good. I mean, everybody in front of him's on softs.
Yeah.
That's an AI train, and they're all on softs. They'll all be DRSing each other, so it's not easy for him to get past here.
It isn't.
I mean, even his teammate Hodgson isn't that far behind him at this point.
Yeah, true. Crusader will now get the DRS again.
But he's even further back this time.
Oh, Altrox takes Yeezus, but Yeezus takes it back. Everybody goes up and down here as they come through the third sector corner.
Well, Yeezus is,
and Crispy moving.
Up 2 spots.
Nice.
Yes.
That is what we love.
Yeezus with that damaged wing is actually holding up the pack here for his rival in Crispy. Yeezus pits, but what's he pit? Crispy pits as well. Is it Inter's time?
It's Inter's. It is one.
Is it time for Inter's already?
I think they're going for the Inter's. And
what colour are those tyres? They're green.
They're green. Yeah, it's
Inter's. Yeah. Wilder himself says it in the chat, if he's hodging his pit for Inter's next lap. Well, his teammate's already gone in and done it.
Yeah. And now I think we see Gabe in pits here as well for the Inters.
He just saves that 5 second, so that's done.
But he still comes out, what, 12th? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, we see Hodgson pit for the Inters
Which is
as well.
Not bad. He came in just before Crispy. I think that isn't bad. That isn't bad.
Yep, Mr. Davey Boy also on Inters, so... Yeah, these guys are the last 4 on the track right now, but they're also on arguably the best tyre and don't need to pit. Bearded going round the outside of Quizzy. Through into sector 2. Will he get a good line? He does! He can't hold it.
Oh, he can't.
Oh, they're side by side going through the flash chicane. He's going to slow the boat down a lot.
Man, he slapped that ass in and it's like, nope, I'm staying here.
Yeah. They do get through.
And then we see Gabe is in the pits, has pitted through the intermediate tires, and Teriyaki stays out on the soft tires.
Did not pit. Crusader also did go on the pits. He put in.
He is on softs, and softs are better in the wets ride than mediums.
Well, yes, they should be more grippy.
Or
but they will also melt a lot faster.
Oh yeah, they die.
Macho's still out on those mediums.
Which is
I guess he didn't want to block the pit for Gavin.
Yeah, true. As you said
Because
before,
Gaben would have went in first, right, and then
Yeah.
Macho would have double stacked. And
Yeah,
like,
he would.
like we said earlier, he's a pretty good second driver.
Yes. Man, all the time Gaben had, right now it's in Teriyashi's side, but Teriyaki has to pit, and it's Mancho.
Crusader's side by side with Baz.
It is. Oh, Crusader
And
goes wide.
Yeah, he breaks way too late.
And Crusader, yeah, corner caught
that,
everything, yeah.
Yeah, he has to give the position back, and he does so.
Yeah.
But yeah, those inters, they haven't got any heat to them yet.
No.
Like,
You can't
you've got to
do
burn the outside
things.
layer of silicone first, or those tires are just not going to have any grip at all. And it's not like the track's soaking wet, so
No, it's
going
not.
on this early,
And
like
it's wow. Ooh, I get some lag from Bass there. I don't know if that's the game or just me.
it's fine with me.
Ooh, that could mean that it's just me, which is a good thing.
Teriyaki still opted not to pit yet. He doesn't think it's time for inters. Mancho, however, going into the pits, he is putting on a set of greens.
Which
So
does
he'll be
put
switching up
Gaben
positions.
up one position there.
The important thing is where Mancho comes out, because he held onto these mediums for a long time. He got to skip a pit basically compared to a lot of the front runners. So Crusader gets past him. As do a bunch of AI, but he is coming out in front of Crispy and Neezus. So
And
these
Popik
two
still
other
has
guys-
to pit, and Chrissy and Bearded.
Yeah, the guys who've gone past him, with the exception of Crusader, all still have to pit. Teriyaki included, actually. So if Mancho puts in some good times here, he could really benefit.
Yeah. I apologize for the butt talking. Out.
Teriyaki is very gingerly going through sector 3 here.
Man.
He has managed to build up a 20-second gap on those softs, but he doesn't look comfortable
No,
anymore.
I think he's got to pit the X lap like.
It's gotta be time.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah. He gets a next so he can stay on, and man, if he can
He's
if
making
he doesn't,
time on the tires.
if he doesn't spin and actually completes the pit stop, man, that is next level strategy.
Yeah, he's done really well to keep going on the softs here, and he's making time for it.
Oh.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Who is it? Nobody. It's nobody. Okay.
Man, I want to see Teriyaki's lap here. Ooh, a bit of lock up there.
Either going into the pits now.
Where is
You'll be
Teriyaki?
getting-
We are getting down to turn 5, 6. Whatever that turn is. They happen.
Baz pitted onto mediums. Bearded also pitted onto mediums.
Altrox pits too hard.
Crossy pitted onto mediums as well. I don't think inters are the way to go. Maybe the track's not wet enough.
Maybe that was they jumped the gun and Gabe
Maybe
got
everybody jumped the gun, yeah.
man, and that means that right now
I mean, Teriyaki's got another 3-4. He's got another 4 seconds this lap alone.
he does. So man, but those tires are not. He can pit right now onto whatever he wants and still be first. And he does go opt for the pit stop here.
Oh, what's he going on to? Does he go out onto another set of softs at this point? Or is the rain getting heavier? Because he's got the free pit stop now.
I see green tires.
So he is going for inters as well.
I think he opts for that the rain will get heavier. I assume he got a weather report around the last part of Sector 2, first part of Sector 3, and it was like, we expect the rain to keep getting heavier, and I was like, okay, inters, I have the time to quote burn, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Because my tires is no matter what better than Gaben's.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah, man. Let's talk Quizzy.
That's all quizzy. Third place.
But-
Soft tires.
Man, and those tires don't look like the wrong choice right now, though.
I mean, Shader, however, is burning down the pit straight right up behind Popa.
Yes.
So
What about Altrox on the hard tires? I suspect that a mistake.
who's your top 3? Who's finishing podium? First, second, third. Give me an order. Who's finishing where?
Gaben, Teriyaki, and Crusader.
In that order?
Yes.
You think Gaben, Teriyaki?
I think Gaben is
Crusader.
gonna pull. I think he's gonna pull through. maybe on the sad reality that Teriyaki will spin. But I think, well, he'll show that he's just faster. He did it all year, and I believe he can do it again.
Yeah, no, I think I'm with you. I think Gaben, Tariachi, Crusader, first, second, third.
This
yeah,
lap alone, he has gained 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's performing really well on his inters, but his inters are also plenty warmed up.
Yep. Which is, if you can get the overtake done before Teriyaki, and it takes, I think, 2 laps on Mexico actually to burn off the silico.
It can do. It's a very short track.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm thinking. Like.
Yeah, not to overlook, Mancho is sitting in a comfortable 6th place right now. He's done really well to maintain his mediums, stay in this position, and he's played this race really well. He's probably driver of the day for me so far.
I mean, if Teriyaki wins, he is driver of the day for me. Because just the way he handled the whole tire switching situation, man, I think it speaks for itself. I think that was very well executed.
It was, and it's good. It's very good individual performance. But I don't know. I mean, Rancho's only going to close down another second.
And Hudson and Jesus pits here. Jesus pits for the soft tire.
He pits for the soft.
And so does Hudson.
I told you, maybe it wasn't wet enough. But is it going to get wetter? This is the problem.
David has made up another 2 seconds this lap.
I suppose, if you're at the back of the pack right now, what have you got to lose?
Nothing.
Right?
DRS hasn't even been disabled yet, by the way.
Yeah, it was not even technically a wet race yet.
Nope.
Everyone's just jumped the gun and everybody followed, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're switching. Fuck, I have to switch because, man, being left out of a switch to wet tires, man, that would be the worst.
Yeah.
But, man, people are going back onto guys. Like, Bass is out on mediums now again.
Hopper is pitting for Inters. At this point, we don't know.
Man, I'm getting conflicted information here.
Bart is pitting onto Inters.
Almost, like, every tire compound except wets
onto Inters.
It's on the track.
I think they were right to switch back, but they switched back too late.
Yeah.
And now they're going to have to pit again. Crossy also just pitted onto Inters.
Man,
Crispy's going back into the pits. Crispy's going back into the pits. He's going to go back onto Inters. Oh my god.
Crossy goes to the pits though. But what is Crossy going to pit onto?
Jesus. Doesn't pit. DRS has just been disabled. It's officially a wet race. Hodgie goes back to the pits as well. So
Jesus.
Yeah, they switched over too late. And now they've got to pit again. What an absolute nightmare from the Haas garage today.
Man, Günther is not a happy camper right now.
In the great words of Gunther Steiner, I need to get those wankers back. I've made a big mistake.
But man, Gavin, he's hunting.
Yeah, he's not going to let go of this pole. He can smell it. It was his. He was robbed. He pitted early. He doesn't want to give it over to the new guy, this Tariachi guy who's hunting him down. No, Gaben's not ready.
I would have to correct you as well. His name is Teriyaki.
It's not.
It is. Me and Bradley agreed.
Well, I asked him, and it's not.
We don't care. We had a vote, and he lost.
Well, he obviously didn't lose.
He did.
It's Tariachi, just because you have to pit. Well, he's just came out of the pits,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he did. Jesus pitted for the soft tires last pit stop as well. Again, I'm lost for words. I don't know. And Crossy pitted for a new set of Inters.
He must have. The only guy not on Inters right now. I imagine he'll be pitted to go on to.
Assume so. But at this point at this race, I don't know.
If we keep watching the front two runners though, you can see Tariachi isn't as comfortable going around this track anymore as he was in the dry. Gaben is still attacking every single apex, like it's a bone dry track out there, and he's on fresh stops. The man's fearless.
And then we see Jesus and Dave is in the pits as well.
Dave's not in the pits.
Oh, they just came out of the pits.
Oh,
British still
Macho
haven't solved that.
has moved up to that.
And there is
position.
the attack from Gaben. And does he get past? Yes, he does.
He does.
The man, the myth. Man.
Well,
I think today and last race, Gaben has shown why he is the 3-time champion of the BBU Formula 1 League.
it's the persistent, honestly,
Like,
just absolute tenacity.
like
from
he shows up every race, and man, when he performs so well. And even when he's bad, he's still like top 5. Unless the safety car takes him out. Puppet
Yeah.
Hashtag season 2.
Yeah.
Wish I could
Yeah.
tell you to watch it on YouTube, but you can't because we didn't stream it.
No, streaming's only been this season, which is wild. It feels like we've done it for years.
Yeah, man. Honestly, something as well to everybody watching at home, live from the internet. Please share all your feedback with us. I feel like we have improved a lot from the first time me and Alex sat in these positions and was casting Australia.
Yeah.
Man, I know we had a lot of technical difficulties. Some of it is because I work a lot, and some of it is just because it's a bad game.
Yeah, it's a really bad game to stream.
Ah, man.
So let's just address things on track as they are. 8 laps to go. Gaben first. I think that's pretty much secured right now, bar any unforced errors. As you see him coming up to a back mark here, number 3 and Davey Boy, who's currently winning 12th place. And Teriyaki second again, pretty comfortable there. 3rd place, Mancho. Podium.
That's good for it, man. For Ferrari's constructors points, this is fantastic.
And again, I said it earlier, Mancho's probably my driver of the day.
Yeah, I agree.
If he stays in this position for the next 8 laps, which I don't see why he wouldn't.
100%.
What a fantastic strategy, execution. Like, he didn't rush anything, he played his own race. Absolutely fantastic drive.
Was a good second driver for Gaben the whole way through as well. Did everything he could.
Yeah, he went longer on the tyres so that they didn't double stack. Like, he done everything right. So,
not a single mistake in my book.
Yeah, and we have Quizzy running in 4th, Crusader in 5th. He could catch up to Quizzy
Is
with
he
the
in
3-second
5th?
penalty. Yeah, he's in 5th with the 3-second penalty. It's rough. Popek 6th by 7th, Outrock speeded, and Crossy taking out the next 3 for 10th. Crossy is then ahead of Crispy, who first of the harsh drivers, trying to get a point today. Having a fantastic outcome. Man,
like everybody's like, oh man, Crispy's so fast, which he is. But I think what Crispy really lacks is where Gaben succeeds. It's just the consistency. Like,
I don't even think consistency is the issue. I think it's very cool. We see a lock up on Gaben there in the front left. I think it's really fair to say that yes, Gaben is really tenacious and very consistent in his drives, but so is Crispy, in fairness, as well. He was spun by somebody else potentially.
Oh yeah, I know, but it's more when he has a bad race, it's worse than Gaben's bad races.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Gaben, he's definitely better at like zoning in on his mental and being like, okay, just fucking relax. I can make something work here.
In the words of Caroline Wozniacki, the Danish tennis player, man, play your own game and take it one ball at a time. Take it one lap at a time and just race. He's got a 3-second time penalty here as well.
Yeah, it's in that second sector going through. As you see, Gaben coming into the pits. Teriyaki not. Is Gaben looking to switch into softs?
I imagine. Yes.
He is. He's going on to softs.
He's like, go away. I'm gonna set fastest lap.
Time for softs?
Man,
I mean, he's only gonna lose out to Teriyaki here, but
yeah, this is either a big brain play or a small brain play. Okay, it's time to play How High Is Jeff. That track looks wet to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's see. He is 18 seconds behind right now as he comes into the first corner. Let's see in a lap's time.
That's a long time to make up. I mean, if we flip it round, when Tariachi was on the softs and Gaben had switched the winters maybe too early, Tariachi was only making 4 seconds a lap.
Yeah, quote only. Oh, and look at that, the braking there.
Yeah, I think he's gone too soon.
I think that was a wrong call, mate. You have lost time so far. I think Gaben just fucked it. I think even Mancho could make up the time right now.
Yeah, I actually think he could. And like, what's scarier? Crusader's not that far behind, all things considered. He's on the exhaust pipe of Quizzy right now, ready to get that overtake done. Yeah, he's got a 3-second penalty, but you see his pace early. There's no reason why we can't see it again.
Mancho has made up a lot of time.
Gaben's gonna be kicking himself with this one.
Yep.
Just look how slow he is going through sector 3 now.
I
made a comment a few laps ago about Harry actually not looking super comfortable on the wet track, and well,
like he pits now. Yes, he does. He's like, this was wrong.
Oh, no. 20 seconds. He's gonna drop down to what, 6th?
Yes.
Maybe. Oh wow. It's a quick pit from the Red Boys.
It
As
is.
his teammate does move up into 2nd. Does it get out in front of Quizzy? I think he does.
That depends on how much speed they gain. Yeah, he can't start to accelerate until now. Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah, so he does. He drops all the way down to 5th position.
You have to get past the wall before you start to actually accelerate.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. Man. Unfortunate for Gabe, but that is straight up just driver error. That is a wrong call.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen it from the harsh drivers.
You see?
They have to suffer the same fate, and Crusader does get through Quizzy now, and the one, I suppose, perk, it's a 40-second pit stop, but at least he's on fresh inters now, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. But it's also a Teriyaki that has taken off and is now alone, and it's like,
yeah,
but he now pits.
To the end now, but Gaben shouldn't struggle to get back on.
Teriyaki pits for new inters here.
Is it for new inters?
I assume so.
I mean, he might as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's not gonna do the same mistake.
He's got a 37-second gap. He might as well.
Why not?
Yeah.
I would have done that. The closest to him is Mancho, was 9 laps at the time, 10 laps old mediums.
He could probably go for a bathroom break halfway through.
Yeah, Gaben takes Quizzy there. So, man, he needs to make up, what 2 seconds, and then...
Not even, because Crusader's got a 3-second penalty anyway.
He doesn't even have to complete the overtake.
No, which he probably will.
Yeah.
With the pace that he's shown today.
Yeah, man, with this and everything, I'm jumping on Team Mancho for driver of the day.
Well, I mean, Gaben gave it away.
He did, but hey, and just to speak up, Mancho has made up 11 positions, by the way.
I told you, he's had everything he done was perfect, like almost to a T.
Yeah, Gaben, I just checked, Gaben has as many stops as Hudson, Yeast and Crispy.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the time difference, it's not that big. But Crispy's been getting held up by the AI in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see Gaben already close to that Crusader. 2 tenths left.
He will complete this overtake by this lap.
I think he might do it as they cross the start-finish line.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get it into sector 3. There's no need to be overly aggressive. And what we really should be looking at right now is this harsh driver, Crispy. As he actually does go for the overtake on Crossy, and he gets it done. Can he stick it go around? And he's going to have to go all the way around on the hairpin as well. He kind of squeezes his way through, and he does get it done. So Crispy is in the points. That is 1 point for Haas on the board.
Yeah, not to count him out, but I don't think he had some scoring points today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too confident in that he was. But stranger things have happened here in the BBU.
Yeah, and there we see Gaben is moving. Yeah.
The old switcheroo, nice and close with the inside. I don't think Crusader will defend this too strongly. He'll hold his line. But
yeah, no. He would rather finish 4th than not finish.
Yeah, no bumper grind, and a lot of respect between these two old guard here. Like, Gabe and Crusade have been here pretty much since season 1. Gabe and one of the original 4 drivers of the first ever season.
The pre-season season.
Yeah, the pre-season.
The one that wasn't even on this
2019.
game.
Yeah,
it wasn't even on. It was before leagues was a thing.
Yeah. A lot of respect shown between these two. It's honestly, it's really good to see them on track together, and they get to fight on occasion.
Can he make up a second a lap?
Whom?
David.
He's only got 3 laps left. A second lap won't do it. He's got to get past him as well. Unless Macho lets him through.
As Macho's like
for the championship.
Yeah.
He could be. It looks like he is. Macho's going really slow.
He's still going really slow. Man, yeah, he is. He's letting
He's going to let him through. I think he's going to let him through.
That is. Oh.
That's really, it's the right thing to do.
It is right,
it's not a requirement.
No, but I think that again just shows you that you like look out for the team and the points more than your own thing, because those points, it's not going to say nothing in the constructors, but it's going to improve Gabe's chance to win. And then Mancho is like, well, I was part of it.
Mancho's not fighting for the driving. Like, he's just not.
Oh, he's just not. Like, the only thing he accomplishes there is taking points away from his teammate. Which, what do you gain?
Yeah. I mean, sure, Gabe still loses out the 7 point he would have got.
Mancho just
he
moves.
Lets him through.
Yeah, man. Big props.
Did I or did I not praise this guy as being the best second driver on the grid?
Man.
When he first joined the league and he came in as number 2 Ferrari, I said Gaben's now got somebody who can be up there and help him out. Yeah. And throughout this entire split, time and time again, we've seen Mancho turn up to these races. And no, he's not having a stellar performance, and he hasn't been finishing 4th place.
Man, Crusader got past him as well. He's now down in 4th.
Oh, well, there's a 3-second gap, so hopefully he can hold on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has just been time and time again turning up and fulfilling his role, I guess. I don't know how else to put that.
Yeah, what you all heard there wasn't actually a praise of Mancho, it was a diss of me. Gaben's old second driver.
Crusader's pulling away pretty quick though. Mancho could actually just end up finishing 4th here.
But maybe he actually just didn't have the speed. I was like, go past me, I don't have the speed. My tires are 13 laps old.
Yeah, maybe. The track's still kind of wet though. The Inter should be fine for 13 laps, especially around Mexico.
Yeah, but I don't know how much he has burnt them. He has been fighting a lot to keep that position.
Yeah, he could have pushed too hard, yeah.
Yeah. And a bit out in the grass and stuff like that, that really hurts Inters.
Yeah. I mean, my prediction was that Crusader would finish on podium, but Gabe and Terry actually the other way around.
I mean, yeah, that's same. Like, I think we had the same prediction, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Gaben, why did you do that weird pit stop?
Nobody expected the weird pit stop. I'm sure Ferrari will come out with a statement later in the week.
Yeah.
I think if the real Ferrari found out about this, there'd be words.
Yeah, that would be what? It would be a call to Sweden. The fuck you doing? Why you copy Ferrari strategy when Ferrari strategy just does not work?
And what we've just seen is Crusader actually just getting out of that 3-second gap. So as they're coming around into the closing fucking lap of this race,
it is set in stone almost now that is Teriyaki, Gabe, and Crusader on the podium.
That's how it's going to be. Crispy isn't really getting any more points than the 1. This is going to be his last pass round here as well.
And let's go check him out. Let's, old time's sake, Crispy boy, let's see. Can you do the overtake on the straight?
He's trying, but he's not close enough to be it.
And he doesn't have the ERS to back it up.
No. Really unfortunate race from Haas. We've seen a lot of action today, a lot of everything. It's been a
but
really,
no
really
crash
good race.
And no safety car, no nothing like that.
So there was a crash. Remember, Crispy was spun.
Oh yeah, but no like crash like he left out and safety cars and bullshit like that.
Yeah. Luckily, every driver made it through to the end.
Yeah.
Bar me, but that was just a rear camera shot. In fairness.
Obviously, yeah. I'd like to remind you all to stay tuned in on the channel, and Gavin and Wilder possibly will. Oh, Teriyaki, don't bin it on the lap here. Don't.
Oh my god.
Bad.
He nearly did.
Bad. I was. Nah.
Oh.
As I said, stay on the same bad channel for the second bad race with the second bad host and bad.
Yeah, I won't be casting Div 2. I'll be switching over to Mad Max as it is.
Oh, and Gavin crashes!
Yeah, he crashes across the line though.
Yeah.
We see Crusader coming through to secure his third place on the podium.
Oh, and there, boom!
Prix as well as he crosses the line. Mancho securing the fourth place. Quizzy does just get past them as they cross the line.
And
though.
boom! And another one goes.
Oh my god, Popek securing sixth. Baz will come across in seventh. Closely followed by Alfie here in eighth place. Crispy did manage to get bearded on that last lap. He'll secure 2 points, finishing ninth place for Haas. Bearded finishing 10th then. Porsche will cross the line in 11th. Jesus in 12th, despite that 3-second time penalty, will finish ahead of Mr. David Hoy, who ends up crossing the line in 13th. And then Hodgson will round out the drivers today in a 14th place finish. So thank you everybody who joined to watch.
Very much.
Very good, interesting race. Div 2 will be getting streamed over on the BBU YouTube channel.
Driver of the day, Ancio here.
100%. 100%, like, no doubt. I can't praise him enough. But yeah, stay tuned and I'll be up with some Mad Max shortly. Oh man.